Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers Live. We're doing a big fun Festivus tonight. So it is Festivus, December 23rd. I'm Rockin Robbie. This is Jelani Bullard. This is Brooks the Magnificent. And today we'll be doing our typical live stream type stuff, but a little bit different. We got Jelani and we got Brooks here with us. So we'll be answering questions, talking about pop culture, talking about some of our favorite movies and television shows, all that kind of stuff. Best of 2018. We'll be celebrating a little bit of Festivus. With a little bit of, we'll be airing our grievances tonight and maybe some feats of strength, possibly. Anyway, so I hope you guys jump in. Once you jump in, let us know that you're here. Who's here? We want to chat with you. Any questions you've been dying to ask? Jelani and Brooks, this is your opportunity. What's up, Atari 3375? What's up, Bawana Beast?
Hello, hello.
Absolutely, Bawana Beast. We will definitely do some airing of the grievances tonight. And we will definitely be having some feats of strength. And I'm very, very, very excited that we're here for Festivus. So first thing we're going to do is erect our Festivus poll. We didn't have time. It's kind of spur of the moment. So we didn't really have complete time to find an aluminum pole. But we do have this cool Aquaman trident right here. So it is a trident. But this is going to be our official Festivus poll for tonight. So Brooks, let's set this over here. And that will be our Festivus poll.
It's knocking over Aquaman.
Yes, it is. So that's it right there. We are going all out. I was thinking, I was like, we need to get an actual poll so we can have a Festivus poll like next year and every year on, right? So, of course, Festivus, let's talk about Festivus real quick. Did you guys know that Festivus, so where does it come from, right?
Okay.
An episode of Seinfeld, right? One of the writers of that episode of Seinfeld, he is actually something that his father did in his own house. So there was a real Festivus that was then introduced into Seinfeld and into, and very, very shortly after that Seinfeld episode, which is called the Strike, because it's about Kramer striking at the bagel place. Yeah. And shortly after that, more people started actually celebrating Festivus as like an alternative to the commercialization and religious aspect of some of these other winter holidays, right? I don't know. Do you guys like Festivus?
It's an episode of Seinfeld. It was funny.
I know it was an actual thing.
It is, man.
Yeah.
And people
I had
celebrate.
a coworker actually do it. Yeah.
It was originally created by author Daniel O'Keefe, and his son, Dan O'Keefe, co-wrote The Strike and introduced it into the popular concept, the popular culture. Isn't that crazy cool? Yeah.
Okay.
According to him, the name just popped in his head. In the original O'Keefe tradition, this is from Wikipedia, by the way. In the original O'Keefe tradition, the holiday would take place to celebrate the anniversary of Daniel O'Keefe's first date with his future wife, Deborah. The phrase "a Festivus for the rest of us" originally referred to those remaining after the death of the elder O'Keefe's mother, Jeanette, in 1976, i.e., the rest of us are the living as opposed to the dead. In 1982, Daniel O'Keefe wrote a book, Stolen Lightning, The Social Theory of Magic, that deals with idiosyncratic ritual and its social significance, a theme relevant to Festivus tradition. It is now celebrated on December 23rd, as depicted in the Seinfeld episode written by the younger O'Keefe. How cool is that, right? A little bit of information.
How long you figured before there was going to be a war on Festivus?
A war on Festivus. See, I think one of the beautiful things about Festivus is it's one of these holidays that I think is almost immune to a war.
Yeah, no one's died in the cause of Festivus.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, right? What's up, bro, man? Merry Christmas to you. But more importantly, Happy Festivus. So we're going to do some show and tell later on tonight like we typically do. Upcoming comic books, there's not really a lot coming out this week. No new DC titles coming out this week. There is a new issue of Mars Attacks. There's a new issue of GoBots. There's some Marvel stuff. Fantastic Four number 5 or 6, which I think it's 5. It's the 650th issue. The Wedding of Ben and Alicia, that is out. X-Force number 1 by Ed Brisson, that starts this week. There's I have my stack over there because we got them early. I've already read them. I haven't made my video yet, so the video will be up Tuesday night, Christmas. So it'll be a nice little Christmas present. What else? There's a couple more Marvel books. Oh, and Man-Eaters number 4 is out this week from Image. So it's a very, very small list, not a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, new Superior Spider-Man. That one as well. The new Superior Spider-Man series, because Octavius is Spider-Man. Did you read Spider-Verse or Spider-Geddon?
No, I
You
didn't.
didn't read Spider-Geddon all? He's no longer the superior octopus. He's back to being the superior Spider-Man. And at the end of the Spider-Geddon story, Peter basically gives Otto the go-ahead and thumbs up to be like, do it. You go ahead and try to be the good guy, and I'll leave you alone. What's up, Robbie? Happy Festivus, buddy. Hi, Zach. Thanks for the heads up about the superior Spider-Man. Brooks, what's been your favorite comic book series of 2018? Before we air our grievances, let's talk about some things we enjoy.
I think I like X-Men Red probably the most.
X-Men Red.
Yeah.
A lot of people really, really like that book. It's written by Tom Taylor. It focuses on the returned Jean Grey and her own team of X-Men that involve Nightcrawler, Storm, and a few new characters like Trinary. Is that one of them?
Yeah, Trinary, X-23. There's Gentle and Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Because I'd never heard of Honey Badger before this book. But
that's Laura's sister.
Yeah.
She's a young
I like her. She's pretty funny.
You should definitely read. So Tom Taylor is the cat that wrote the all-new Wolverine series. When she took over for Wolverine after Wolverine died and she went into the Wolverine costume, that series is completely written by Tom Taylor, and that's where you meet Honey Badger, and that series is great. You will love it. You'd love it, man. Absolutely.
Gotta check it out, man.
Jelani, I know that you are a huge fan of comic books, but you don't really keep super current.
Sorry, guys.
But what would you say is like maybe some of your favorite comics of this year? Some things you want to talk about?
This year?
Yeah,
Like,
anything like that. I know you're a big fan of the Wildstorm.
Yeah, I like Wildstorm. I loved Doomsday Clock for what I read.
Yeah.
Not much else, man. I mean, I heard Justice League was amazing.
One thing that it is the Scott Snyder stuff.
Yeah, it's been really good.
I love it. It made number 10 in my top 10 comics of 2018.
Oh, that's right.
We watched the video.
That's right.
Justice League has been fun. I think you'd really, really like it. And the first trade is out now. You know.
Okay.
Jelani's kind of a trade waiter, but he does keep up with television and movies like nobody else. So, what was your favorite television show of the year?
This year? Oh gosh, that's rare. I don't watch that much TV, man.
You don't watch that much TV anymore?
Not that much, man.
You used to be all up on it. Oh, you're working all the time now.
Yeah, you work, you find things. I mean, there's not.
I love Titans. Have you watched Titans yet?
No, I haven't, because I haven't any time to watch Titans. I take it all back. Daredevil.
I haven't seen season 3 yet.
Daredevil season 3 is amazing, and if you haven't watched it, of course, please watch it, because that's all we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So
you know they were saying that there's like a 2-year gap in between anybody else using those characters or whatever, but Disney Plus has recently been rumored to express interest yet again in doing to Daredevil. It would be a big mistake of Marvel not to do something with Daredevil at least, right?
Something.
I would love to see all of those characters come back, because you know that after Punisher season 2 and after Jessica Jones season 3, those are going to be done too.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be done, and so I think it would be a real shame. I think Marvel is set up to, like, when they can, start production on a Daredevil movie now, maybe.
That would be awesome.
I don't know if you'd want to take a TV show and
that,
cross streaming services with a TV show. Maybe it would work with Daredevil, maybe. But Netflix, one of the reasons why they canceled these things especially is because legitimately viewership went down significantly, drastically.
All that, they were saying the chatter on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's just too much. I think they were too much. You remember when we were like waiting with eager anticipation on each one of these to debut, and then all of a sudden they're just like cranking them out, and like Punisher's next month, like Punisher's in a few weeks, and like it hasn't really been like pushed or promoted. It's January 2019.
Wow.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard anything.
Daredevil. We didn't see anything really for Daredevil until right before it was about to come out. You know, and I don't know. It's a weird marketing strategy. Maybe because we're not used to it with superhero films. Yeah. Because they just start getting pushed early. So that's why when you're like, Marvel had that's why it was so crazy to wait so long for an Avengers 4 trailer. But Marvel's able to do that.
They can push anything they want. They'll do whatever.
Marvel's like, we don't even need to show you trailers.
Yeah.
We can just show you the Marvel logo.
Marvel!
And a little baby Groot. And you're like, I'll watch it. I mean, I would. Right? I mean, we're going to watch every MCU film, no matter what, right? From this point
pretty
forward,
much.
we're going to be watching them.
It's over.
Right?
You got my money, Disney.
What's your favorite movie of the year?
Infinity War. Hands down. Because it was so much fun to watch. Because it's what was it, 16 years? What is it, 10 years? All together, we watched from
Iron
what
Man.
was it? That was Iron Man.
Yeah.
All the way to Infinity War. The payoff of it is so sweet, and you have to enjoy that in a film. And you can watch it without that. Now, my close second is Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther because I got to take my mom to go see it.
Yeah.
My mom has never watched a comic book movie in her life. And I got to take her to that film, and she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
She didn't know what was going on.
That's going to be awesome. It's like a generational experience.
Yeah.
Your mom got to experience something that you've loved your whole life in superhero fiction.
And she wanted to watch it.
And you got to share that with your mother for the first time, really.
The first time ever. And it was.
You didn't take her to go see Blade back in '98?
Yeah.
I didn't take my mom to see Blade either.
No, but yeah.
All right.
It's Infinity War just because of that. I mean, I have tons of movies I watched this year that I enjoyed. But it's Infinity War, hands down. And I can't wait for Endgame.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's...
Let's get to some questions real quick. Shannon wants to know, what's the deal with Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel, heating up on CBSI? Have they talked about Blue Marvel being in a Marvel film or something coming up? Or TV show or something? Usually if something starts heating up in comic book speculation, it's usually because something has been rumored or announced that they're maybe thinking about putting a character in. Like you remember that character, Night Stalker from Spider-Man? He was like the Spawn ripoff in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Like his first appearances started heating up when they started talking about Sony maybe wanting to do a movie. Right, so I'm assuming something like that, but I haven't heard anything about Blue Marvel. I haven't heard anything. That would be a great character for them to use, and I'm certain.
Was he in the Secret Avengers?
Yes, he was, or the Ultimates. He was in the Ultimates, and before that, he was in the Mighty Avengers. Yeah. The team of Luke Cage and Spectrum, Photon, the Ace Captain Marvel. Yeah. Really cool that Al Ewing did that stuff. Who's writing Immortal Hulk right now, which I have found out that a lot of people here at Pop Culture Philosophers love the Immortal Hulk. And I can understand. Have you been reading that one?
I read the first.
I've heard about it.
Like 4 issues, but
he really can't die. Didn't he have his head was severed on one of the covers or something?
What are we talking
about? Something. Immortal Hulk.
Oh yeah. He's the Immortal Hulk. So he can't. They kill Bruce Banner often in the book now. Yeah. And at night the Hulk awakes and he's alive. Like at one point they cut him in bits and pieces. And they put him back together. He's still alive. He's like in jars. There's like a head. Yeah. So it's got these really, really like strong, like straight up horror comic book roots. But it's still, to me, it's fit firmly into the Marvel universe, which to me almost feels like it doesn't fully commit to being a horror comic, because then all of a sudden the Avengers show up, or it gets a little wonky with some. I don't know. There's something about the Clash, but most people love this book, and there's a lot of like Carl Jung philosophy in it. The cats, Haas and Dennis and everybody else that do panel by panel, they did this issue on Immortal Hulk that really helped elevate my perspective of the book. So I definitely need to reread. Anyway, so Nelson, thank you. Nelson is one of our absolute fans. He is a Patreon supporter. He is a member of the PCP Army, and he comments and watches a lot of stuff. What's up, Nelson? Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus. Hanukkah was way earlier this year. I like it when Hanukkah corresponds to Christmas. Yeah. I don't know why. I like it to all be going on at the same time.
Nice.
What are like the rules of Hanukkah, like as far as when it occurs?
It's based on the Jewish calendar, which is different than our calendar. They have more. They have different months than we do.
It'll be on a different time.
That's why Passover's on a different day too, and that's why Easter's on a different day. Because Easter's always like what, the first Sunday after Passover or something like that. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but yes.
Yeah, something like that. Zach wants to know: do you have to watch Defenders to watch Daredevil season 3?
It's Iron Fist season 1. That's all Defenders was. It was okay, but that's what it was. So.
You think it would help, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Because it's
well, you don't know anything about Elektra coming back.
Like you need to know what happened to Daredevil.
You don't know
why he's so low.
Yeah.
Okay. He says they say it would help, but maybe not. You don't.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but
I think there's an intro before you watch Daredevil that will explain pretty much everything that happens in Defenders. I mean, if you watch the intro at the beginning, then you will be caught up. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
He almost died at the end, or may have died, and then you see how he survived.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
So that's Defenders, and Defenders was okay.
I think the first half of Defenders is really
fine.
solid.
Sigourney Weaver was good. She was a competent,
good to the point.
To that point, and then it just fell apart.
It was the last 2 episodes that really did it in for me for that one. But WannaBeast wants to air a grievance, and yes, everybody, this is time for the airing of grievances coming up here on Festivus. So I will say this though, don't get nasty with your grievances. Don't be super disrespectful. But it's time to air some legitimate grievances. Typically, I think the point of Festivus, though, is to be humorous in nature with your grievances. But he wants to air a grievance. Let's see. Detective number 1000, Decades Variants look uninspired compared to the Action Comics 1000 ones. The 1950s show cover looks great, though. I really liked some of the Batman covers. I didn't think some of the Action Comics ones were too inspired, but I love the 30s Batman cover. That one looks really cool. I like the Jim Steranko one is really sharp. I actually like some of those variants though. But that's a legitimate grievance. Bake the Snake said, well, besides Daredevil, Punisher, and Luke Cage, the shows weren't that good. You like Jessica Jones season 1?
I like Jessica Jones,
right?
A lot. Yeah.
I only think
not season 2. Season 2 is okay.
And I only think the first half of Luke Cage is good. I haven't seen season 2, but the first half of season 1 is great.
Cottonmouth's still there.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
I enjoy Iron Fist, but in a not like
2 episodes, maybe 1.5 episodes.
I enjoy Iron Fist, but in the way that you enjoy like watching. I enjoy watching Van Damme Street Fighter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that hot.
Raul Julia just getting laying it out there. Robbie Bateman says that one of his favorites of the year, comic book wise, is Batman White Knight. Anybody else read that one?
I didn't read it.
It's the other world where like the Joker becomes the good guy and Batman basically becomes the bad guy. Sean Gordon Murphy doing the artwork and the writing. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. It's awesome. It's a graphic novel now. You should totally read it. He said it was the biggest surprise of the year though was the appearance of the Batwing. Lil Wayne, Bat Pole.
Pass.
Batman shared his own Festivus poll this year.
For the rest of us.
Yeah. I'm not the only one here that read that, right?
Yeah,
I read.
I don't think it's that good. That's just me.
It's just shock value. That's all it was supposed to be. They want to make a darker, edgier Batman.
Yeah.
And then sometimes maybe show his dick, hairs. It is what it is.
Where did you get the quintet and the trident you had last night? You know about this thing?
You mean our Festivus poll?
Our Festivus poll? A good homie of mine got that for me for Christmas. And I'm really thankful. It's one of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten. But Wannabe says his favorite comic book this year was Hawkman or Doomsday. I'm assuming that's Doomsday Clock. They've been a joy to read. I agree. Hawkman is a standout of the year, guys. Brian Hitch is on the artwork. He's done every issue so far, and it's been exceptionally well done. Robert Venditti is crafting a great story that took all these different elements of the Hawkman mythology, because it's always been a lot. Like he's from another planet. He's ancient Egyptian.
Yeah.
Like it's all this different stuff. He tied it all in together in one coherent origin, and they've been doing a great job on that. We've been talking about Doomsday Clock. I think every issue of Doomsday Clock is an event, and I absolutely just love it. But Wannabe says the Chiefs are at 10, Seahawks at 7. Talking about football.
Yeah,
how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Clinch the division today.
That's how we do it.
At the end of the game, Troy Aikman was like, I mean, it's nice to clinch your division, but I don't know how good it feels to be going into the postseason as a Cowboys fan. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. With the way we've been playing for these last, we cannot punch it through in the red zone. What is up with that?
It hurts so much. Like, we could do it this year. We can do it this year. And I know there are a lot of Cowboy haters out there, but it's coming. Yeah. They're a slow team, but they got, we getting there.
We just put Brooks to sleep. Talk about football. But Wannabe says he's Jewish and he likes it when Hanukkah is not on Christmas. So we will delegate that to you. We'll be like, absolutely. That's got to be cool too, I guess. I like it when it's closer.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. We really don't celebrate Hanukkah. We're not really Jewish. But I think Hanukkah's cool. It's the festival of lights, man. And I love the story. About the temple, the rededication of the temple and all that stuff. So let's see here. Frank Thomas would make the most believable Luke Cage. Back then, maybe, for sure. You know, did you hear they're doing a new Shaft movie?
Really?
Yes.
With who?
It's in continuity. I didn't even. So you remember the Roundtree Shaft?
Yeah.
His nephew
Yeah.
is the Samuel L. Jackson Shaft.
Right.
This movie is going to have a new Shaft for a new generation, and both other Shafts in it as well. How cool is that? Yeah.
It's still Shaft.
And it's all three of them.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's like a Doctor Who of Shaft.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what.
Exactly.
I thought that Samuel L. Jackson Shaft movie was excellent.
Yeah.
Do you remember we worked in the theater with him? I love that movie.
I didn't mind it.
Christian Bale played
Bale's
a
the
douchebag
man.
excellently.
He was.
Peoples Hernandez. I love. That's Jeremy.
The mom. Who was the mom that was in Sixth Sense?
The woman.
Toni Collette.
Yes.
Toni Collette.
She's
was
in
that
there.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Chef wasn't half bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
Technically, Roman, he says Festivus isn't over until you pin Mr. Costanza. Technically, it's not over until you pin the head of the household, whoever that would be. So tonight, that would be Creamsicle. So whoever wants to pin Creamsicle.
I'm not going.
I'm not pinning Creamsicle. Pass.
But good observation, absolutely. There's lots of rules on Festivus. So there's supposed to be a dinner. After the dinner, you air the grievances. We're about to get into that. So I hope you've thought of a grievance or so. I got a couple. I got a few. I've got some things. I got some problems with a lot of you people. Now you're going to hear about it. White Knight was wicked. Absolutely. I think it was great. So then they do that. And then they show the feats of strength. You have the holiday pole, the Festivus pole, which is supposed to be an aluminum pole. With no decoration or nothing.
Close.
No decoration or anything.
Roman really liked White Knight this year, and so he also loved Elvira by Dynamite. So, airing of the grievances. Brooks, you got a grievance you want to air? I have one, first of all. You were late today to this thing, and I even anticipated it, and I told everybody earlier that it was going to be at 8 o'clock, but I was like, you know what? When I'm scheduling this, I'm going to make it at 8:10 because I know Brooks' ass is going to be late, right? He was late. He gets here. I look dead ass at Brooks and he goes, "You're late." He goes, "I thought you said 8." And it's 8:05.
Yeah.
And he goes, so there we go. You got one?
Well, nothing compared to somebody being 5 minutes late. But I haven't been too happy, like big grievance I had last year, I've had for a while, is that they canceled Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because of the whole movie garbage thing. And
but it's back now.
Yeah, they finally got it back, but it's been so slow. Like,
I think it's because it missed that month.
Yeah.
You're really going to like the 650 issue that comes out this week.
Yeah,
you are really going to like that. It's the best issue of the relaunch so far. It is the best issue. It has a lot of respect and acknowledgement of the past, and it just feels classic, and it's like they had to get back and get it all together. And now that they're back, like, I don't know, you're really gonna like this.
I've been loving them. I just wish it would be like, come out more regular like it used to.
Yeah. They also in the next issue reveal like what's coming up next in the next story, and it is awesome. You're gonna really like it, I think. Okay, that's a good grievance though. Absolutely. I did hate that it skipped October entirely, because schedule. And also my grievance with that was I don't think Sarah Kelly was the best fit for Fantastic Four as the artist. I really don't. Her work on Miles Morales when he first was introduced was great, but it seemed like there was more time. But something felt rushed about the Fantastic Four art, on the relaunch to me. So, there is a little bit of that. I don't know. Jelani, air a grievance.
I didn't watch enough movies this year. It's a grievance against myself because I used to watch a lot of films. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I really enjoy, and I miss going to the theater. Like I watched probably 7 or 8 movies this year. Mm-hmm. I usually watch like 30.
Oh yeah, man. So, I used to watch like on average 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, I used to watch movies. Yeah, used to actually take time. So I wish I had time to do that. And I don't know, I have a grievance with I don't have any grievances, man. I would.
You don't have any grievances.
It's because Ben Affleck wasn't in a superhero movie
Ben
this
Affleck
year.
wasn't in a single.
So he's like, this
movie.
was a good year for me.
This is pretty awesome. So I'm pretty straight for like not even being mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay.
I don't have anything, man. Quit looking at me funny.
No, you fine. I mean, I got a
Well, I
grievance.
know I'm
I know
fine.
you're full of it right now. I
Yeah.
know you got plenty of grievances. You air them every day
He's
on.
repressing
I
them.
guess Jelani's like every day I air my grievances. So today,
I'm
Festivus is
fine.
the one day.
So one day I don't get to say anything because I'm excited. Because there's nothing to get like super outrageously mad about this year. So
Yeah, and we decided we weren't going to air any grievances about politics or anything like that.
right,
So.
we're not. I'm not mad at that. That's
Brett, what's up, Brett? Brett says, these three kings. What's up, gentlemen? I never thought that we would be referred to as we three kings, but it's kind of appropriate.
I always thought
Yeah.
of myself as a king.
I know you did. You know, a kang. We Three Kings is one of my favorite Christmas songs. So, you know, it is Festivus, but it is the holiday season. Lots of holidays. We were talking about Hanukkah, Christmas, Yule. The solstice just happened. You know, Merry Solstice and all that stuff. Kwanzaa and whatnot. I wish I remembered the greeting, but I don't want to say it wrong and say something
Harambe.
I was about to say like that's right. We did a whole podcast, Harambe.
I
Yeah.
make you think of that Boondocks episode with the white teacher that's teaching the
Yeah.
Harambe. Harambe.
I know nothing of Kwanzaa. Oh, they're not.
One time we did a podcast, and you remember, were you there? You were there because you did it was the Xmas. So we did
all
the
the
X-Men
yeah.
and Christmas.
Christmas.
Were you there for that one? Weren't you? Wasn't that one of your first podcasts, I think?
Oh, yeah.
And
Gosh, it was
like James gave this most like impressive. Like
notes.
this is Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie, which
Notes.
means that we are drinking, we're getting silly,
Yeah.
we're just the point is that we're like giving bad book reports on things. And James gives us this very profound and well thought out explanation of Kwanzaa and
Yeah.
its cultural significance, and we're just like, wow, Kwanzaa
Yes.
sounds pretty badass. Harambe, you know, and there's a lot of cool sayings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the point being, what was I even mentioning? I don't even know.
Talking about Kwanzaa, man.
Yeah, but I was like, because it's a holiday, I don't remember.
Other holidays.
I don't
What else
remember.
comes out?
But Wine Beast wants to
There's a
know
lot
if
of
I
holidays.
tried that Fruity Pebble vape. I tried it yesterday, actually. It's called Bedrock. I tried it yesterday. I'm not vaping it right now. It's a little too floral, a little too perfumey for me, but it does taste, especially at first off the cuff, like Fruity Pebbles. But there's just something too flowery about it. You know, that doesn't sound good, right?
Flowery.
Like vaping,
You like eating flowers?
like Mira. Anybody here watch Aquaman yet? What'd you think about it? We had someone on our our Aquaman review that we did. We had someone really, I think, got really upset with our thoughts and opinions. I don't think that we trashed the movie at all. I thought we actually
said it
gave
was
it a
good.
pretty decent. I mean,
I like that movie.
we mentioned some things we thought were, but I think this dude kind of got bothered, and then he got into some other people in our comments that were talking. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, he did like some other were like great reviews. So no, it's not. They're a bunch of asshats. Now, I will say,
No!
this dude, I don't know who this person is. They obviously don't really know us, but we are asshats.
Yeah,
So granted.
generally.
But yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like,
That's
wow,
crazy,
wow,
man. I can't believe you.
Yeah, but I don't think
We gave that a good
we gave it
review.
a decent review.
That was a decent review.
3.5 out of 5. Like I think
Yeah.
that's pretty solid.
Well, you can't please everybody.
Well,
Yeah,
never,
that's
right?
true.
Like Brooks, you can never please Brooks.
Yeah.
Nothing pleases Brooks except for eating someone else's pizza and throwing it up. That leads me to a grievance I want to air, something that happened probably
that wasn't even
10, 12 years ago. That was you.
No, it wasn't.
Who was it?
That was Nathan.
No, Nathan ate your macaroni and cheese. And whatever. I'm just messing
No,
around.
I mean,
That is a grievance there.
well, I mean, it's possible maybe that happened. I don't remember.
Of course you don't. You were trashed, ate up my pizza, and remember that time that same night you hid my chicken wings.
You're welcome.
You have plenty of food-related grievances.
Yeah.
You ate my food.
You remember way back when you ate that thing that I got?
You right. I am a pass bringing up Mub Stepper.
Yes.
Mub Stepper. So I did try that Fruity Pebble vape. Where are we at right now? We're just having fun. I've never done one of these really. I mean, me and you did one.
Yeah.
I mean,
3,000
this is my
subscribers.
first.
And yeah, this is fun. It's
Yeah,
fun.
it is.
It's fun. This is the point of the show where I'm supposed to tell you to thumbs up the video. Give us a like. If Jelani was at home on his computer, he would do it.
Yeah, I would like it.
Brooks would not. Brooks would be the guy to thumbs it down. I think you're the person that thumbs down every video we do, like immediately. It's like someone follows just to immediately thumbs down every video. That's dedication. I appreciate that. Absolutely, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, then Feats of Strength. You guys want to play Mercy? I'm just kidding. We're really not gonna do any Feats of Strength. We don't want. We've already knocked down enough.
Yeah, there's enough stuff.
We're already knocked down enough
Lose
stuff.
it. Because of the fun.
All right, Nelson says Aqua Bro was good. Oh, Aqua Bro, yeah. Aqua Bro was good. The third act was perfect. The villain's motives weren't evil, but he was. Loved Mira. She was great. The missteps in the first two acts. But overall, this is my favorite DCEU film. I think you feel the exact same way on that one, man.
It is. It truly is. Like, Wonder Woman was close, but then that third act, man, ruins it. But it's still a good film.
Yeah, I think Wonder Woman was
and it makes Wonder Woman still a likable character. You need to portray each one of these people first before you try to drop a Justice League movie.
Yeah, Justice League movie was a mess. I think the fact that we said that in the video really upset that dude.
Really?
I think because we were talking, because we were mostly, I don't know, whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So Aquaman's your favorite DCEU film.
Yeah, so far.
Who's your favorite? What's your favorite DCEU film?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I'm BBS.
Yeah.
I love Batman vs Superman. I love that movie.
No one loves that movie.
So I mean, I do.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I love it.
I need to air a grievance. Ben Affleck still exists.
We knew we'd get one.
Oh,
We knew we'd get
Still
one.
exists. They might one day say, "Hey, we're gonna bring him back as Batman 1 more time." Yeah, I was right. That's my grievance. Yeah, I was right.
The possibility.
Oh, I do have a grievance. I was right about Ben Affleck, and I didn't get one thank you. Not one thank you
From who?
from whoever to tell them I was right. I was right. I lost friends. I lost Facebook friends. I lost people you talk to on the street. People would yell at me. People know me.
Nobody would talk to me on the street.
No one would talk to me on the street. And I was right about Ben Affleck, and I was right about the DCU up until Aquaman.
I don't know if you were.
I don't think you were. I think he's right about his opinion about it.
I was right. I was right. There, that's it.
Objection.
That's it. I just needed to hold a grievance.
Yeah, that's nice though. You know, you gotta let go of those every once in a while. That's the point of Festivus, is to let go of these things and take out some frustration against your friends and family.
That's right.
Right? I mean, basically. Brett has a great question. What movie are you looking forward to most next year?
There's so
Endgame?
many.
Yeah, Endgame.
Pretty looking forward to Endgame.
Captain Marvel looks really
Yeah, Captain Marvel, Shazam. Yeah,
Shazam.
Shazam was pretty fun.
I was looking forward to Hellboy,
Godzilla.
but that trailer,
it's weird.
I thought that this was supposed to be like a hard R horror,
Yeah, they're making a goofy comedy.
and this is
with
just a
action.
continuation of the same vibe of the other one, which is fine. I mean, I didn't think the trailer looked bad. I thought it looked fine, but it was a different approach than I was expecting. Glass just had a long trailer on Sunday Night Football. Glass looks cool.
Yep, we're definitely watching that.
Nelson just said Jelani is right. It doesn't matter what it's about. He's always right. Do not encourage this man.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I have a legitimate thing. Thank you for telling me I was right. That's it.
Yeah. You gain more grievances.
You're the man, Nelson. Thank you.
Jelani's a big toy guy. What was your favorite toy?
Dang,
toy
that's
of the
so
year?
many. I bought so many toys this year. Like, I didn't used to buy this many toys, but now it's becoming an obscene amount
Mm-hmm.
where I have to get every Marvel Legends set that came out.
Yeah.
My favorite figure of this year, they actually have two.
Mm-hmm.
One is the Amazing Yamaguchi Batman. I got Rebel Tech makes these kind of statue
The Revoltech stuff?
Rebel Tech stuff.
Yeah.
It's like statuesque, but
Rebel Tech?
but it's
Okay.
yeah, it's Rebel Tech
They did the Turtles
Amazing
toys,
Iron Man.
right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did Turtles toys. They've done Batman figures before.
Yeah, they
They've
do
done
some good
tons
stuff.
of Marvel stuff. They did Wolverine. They did Magneto. They've done Spider-Man and Venom. But the one I loved the most was the Batman figure that they just came out with. Is that like the first DC figure that they made, because they started with Deadpool, then they did Spider-Man, went to Venom, and on and on. I think I have most of the sets.
Yeah.
But this one has like, I wish we could pull it up, but the joints are terrible. But once you fit the figure the way you want it to go, it's a perfect representation of Batman. Plus, I got a cape for it, and it was pretty awesome. But that's my first one. The second one is the battle damaged T-Rex
From like
Jurassic Park. I never.
Did you buy like the old school one?
Yeah, I bought the big one, like the really big one.
You know, I noticed something like you know how when we did our Jurassic Park video, I said like, you know, the only thing that could make it really awesome is if in the next movie they do Dino Riders.
Yeah.
And I saw like an ad for Jurassic Park toys where it's like Dino Riders. Or like has a T-Rex with like the harness and stuff. I was like, man.
We get there, man. But yeah.
Like, when are they going to revive Dino Riders, man?
Dude, they need to revive Dino Riders.
Why did that even go away when you think about it? Like, it just kind of disappeared.
That's genuine.
Like, what happened with Dino Riders?
What's cooler than dinosaur toys? Dinosaur toys are cool.
Dinosaurs with spacemen.
Yes.
Listen, I've never owned a dinosaur character or a large figure in my life. Like, not once. Not even as a kid. I got medium-sized toys, like G.I. Joe tanks, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff that kind of that size.
Like Ninja Turtles.
But not,
the blimp and the Technodrome and the...
I love the Turtle Van. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Turtle Van.
The pizza thrower.
And the sewer. Oh, the pizza thrower, man.
Yeah,
and the
dude.
sewer place that was what
sewer
I had.
place, it was
George had the
that's the biggest
Technodrome. I never had the Technodrome.
That thing was huge. Yeah, I never had a figure or a playset that size. And then I bought not only one T-Rex, but two T-Rexes.
Yeah.
I have two T-Rexes in my house.
Nice.
I'm kind of ashamed. But they like come up to here like, I don't know, this high on me.
That's pretty dope.
But one makes noise. I bought the one from Walmart. It's battle damaged and it makes noise when you open its mouth.
From Fallen Kingdom? Like
you know, yeah, pretty much. No, not the Fallen Kingdom sets that came out, but they were really nostalgic with them. I like that one, and I bought the Target one that didn't make noise.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just wanted T-Rexes.
That's cool though, man.
I love
really
T-Rexes.
And Dino Riders would be cool if they came back.
Dino Riders would be
awesome.
awesome.
They need to come back in an animated series and new toy line.
Yeah.
So, did you say what your favorite, the one you're most looking forward to next year is?
What, my toy? I'm looking for.
I mean, not figure,
movie. Yeah, we said in-game.
Was it in-game? I think it's in-game for me too.
I mean, Glass is second for me.
In-game, yeah.
Yeah, but in-game.
But yeah, you're right. Captain Marvel looks good too. I think Far From Home, I'm really looking forward to that too, because I thought Homecoming was a great Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
And I guess all we're getting from DC next year is Shazam, right?
Shazam. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. They're slowing it down. Maybe they
have to.
Is there a Star Wars film next year, or is it the year after?
I don't know. Is Joker coming out next year?
Joker's coming out this year. It's in October. Yeah. We're really looking forward to that one.
2019 is gonna be awesome.
Brett says we should have a hookah in the center, a Galactus hookah. I could not agree more. That would be great. Remember we used to smoke the hookah all the time back in the day? Yeah. A bunch of like burn holes in the carpet because of it. Yeah. Probably still there. So that thing covered up in the couch now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Used to get super swimmy on that thing, man. Some rich like tobacco, like Phantom zoned. You know.
I miss hookah.
Yeah. But yeah, that sounds good. But Wannabe says Hellboy made me sad. Does Legendary make Hellboy? Is Legendary making that?
Yeah. That's Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. He also says Joker finished shooting a week ago, I think. Yeah, they just wrapped shooting. They also wrapped shooting on Wonder Woman 1984 today or yesterday. Really? But that's no longer coming out this year. It's coming out 2020.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Let them make it good.
Yeah, right.
I understand. I completely get it.
What was your favorite toy that you bought this year?
The Build-A-Figure Apocalypse.
Yeah, I think so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that
was to me.
Like I don't do the Marvel Legends thing like I used to, because it's too expensive.
Yeah, they
There's
come
too
out
many
all
of
the
them.
time.
Like
There were 11
figure
boxes
I'm
of figures
oh,
came out this
man,
year.
I got all those figures now. I did it though. It was worth it.
Aren't you glad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a badass figure, man. Sauron's awesome too.
Yeah. I wanted Sauron.
They
but
made
like,
the spider figure, the spider builder figure.
Mhm.
That was awesome. That's the robot that was in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
They made that figure.
That was a build a
from the
figure for
comic.
this one of
Yeah, that was
Spider-Man lines.
Gerard Way.
And that Monster Venom build a figure.
Monster Venom was awesome.
Whoa.
Man, it was a good year for figures.
You
There were
guys
so
out
many good
there,
figures, man.
you guys and gals, what was your favorite toy that you bought this year? If you bought a toy, and if you didn't, congratulations. You're more adult than us. My favorite one that I bought this year is something I actually got just a couple weeks ago, or just a few days ago. And my homie Mike got it for me because he went to Florence to this antique shop. And it's these two. So let's start a little bit of show and tell right now. These are them. So right here, starting lineup, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig. Look at that. Anybody that watches this channel knows I'm a huge Yankees fan. Those are the 4 greatest baseball players of all time right there. Absolutely. So pumped that I have this. And really, really just, that's the absolute best stuff that I got this year. I love these. I'm keeping them on the cards. They're huge, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're beautiful, too. I'm so pumped for baseball to come back. I'm more excited for baseball in 2019, the year in which the Yankees are going to win the World Series, than I am Infinity War.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I would trade Infinity War for a Yankees World Series. Yeah. But luckily I don't have to do anything like that. Diamond Selects count. Roman says, I want one of the new Turtles figures. Got to have one from every iteration. That's really cool. Who's your favorite turtle? Who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? This is like a personality test.
Yeah.
Like you can almost determine the type of person someone is by their favorite Ninja Turtles. And if you know someone, you can usually pick what their favorite turtle is going to be if you are an astute individual. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael.
Raphael, I knew it.
It's fucking Raphael. Oh, he's got the size. He's the badass loner. He was always just the cool one. And he wore the red mask. I liked that color red back then when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
They used to all wear red masks.
Yeah, they all wear red masks, but he kept his.
Well, they all wore black and white masks. That on the covers.
And I remember like the first Nintendo game I ever got, like aside from Mario Duck Hunt, was the Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah.
I remember it had the sticker on it, and it had them, the Mirage Turtles with all the red masks. I'm like,
Why are they all Raphael?
So confused.
I think one of the best things that animated series did, the first one, was give them all different colors, and it was to like let kids know that they're different.
Right.
But I think that's great. Who's your favorite turtle?
Donatello.
Of course. Why? Tell us why. You're going to tell us about yourself.
Because it's because of because of that first Nintendo game too. Because he had the best weapon.
Yeah.
But actually,
The longest reach.
The longest
yeah,
reach.
the real. He was the first Ninja Turtles figure I got too.
Nice. He had a nice figure. I loved his shade.
Yeah, that was a good shade. The dark shade.
Like green.
He was like
Yeah,
he was like
green.
shit green. It was like
Yeah.
baby shit green.
Yeah.
Wasn't it though?
They're all different colors.
They were all different
Michelangelo
colors.
was like blue green. Leonardo was like just regular green, and Raphael was like light green, kind of like grass green.
It's no surprise that I like Michelangelo the best. I think
Party dude.
the party
Really
dude.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Like, have you ever met anyone who said Leonardo was their
I don't
favorite?
think-
Yeah.
Who likes Leonardo?
Leonardo.
Goody
Yeah.
two shoes like Leonardo,
Yeah.
or they like Donatello. A lot of people Leonardo is stoic. He's the leader.
Yeah.
Leonardo is probably the most badass turtle.
He is. He's got the katanas.
Well, and also
I
he's just
love
the most
It is,
disciplined
yeah.
and like
He
Leonardo.
wants
That's
the
why he's
people
the
to
leader. He's
follow.
the
Yeah,
best.
I like especially in this the IDW comic series. I think Leonardo's been actually really good in that.
People that like Leonardo are the people that love Cyclops.
Yeah.
And most people don't like Leonardo. It's like the
I
way
like
we
Cyclops.
don't like Cyclops because you're like, Cyclops, stop riding Wolverine. Just let him be who he wants to be.
I go where I want.
Like,
Tell Leonardo I made him a convertible.
like lighten up, Cyclops.
Brett says he loves Raphael. Roman says he loved Donnie. But Wannabe says, I don't know the Turtles well from, I like the smart one from what I'm seeing, this Donatello.
That's up.
And Roman says, I like his brown and purple color scheme, his staff and his smarts, talking about Donatello. Donnie, as we know him. Donnie, Raph, Leo, and Mikey. Yeah. What's the party? Woo! Yeah. So we talked about Turtles.
Yeah.
You
that
know
was
they're gonna
nice.
make another Turtles movie?
You know, I've never seen those the last
Me
two
neither.
they did.
I haven't seen
No,
either
I haven't
of
seen
them.
either one.
Yeah.
The newer ones.
No,
Some pop culture philosophers we are.
it's okay.
As soon as they told me Michael
Yeah,
Bay was
Michael
involved,
Bay.
I was like,
The Bumblebee trailer looks actually like it might be.
Because it's not Michael Bay.
Someone asked us if we are gonna review it, and I was like, well, no.
I'm gonna watch
But maybe we should have.
I'm watching it.
Maybe we should have.
I don't know.
Apparently
It came out this week.
Yeah, I think it did, and it lost to Aquaman.
You don't
Think about this
Aquaman.
world we live in now. Aquaman just beat a Transformers film at the box office.
That's crazy.
I never thought.
I thought there'd be like blockbusters. That's what they do. And Bumblebee is just, well, it's all that bad blood from that last night.
Yeah, Bake the Snake says Michelangelo all day. I agree. I agree with you, Bake the Snake. And Roman just said something super, super profound. Truth is, though you need all turtles, they bring out the best in each other. And is that not the point of the Turtles? And let's be truly honest, the best member of the TMNT crew is Splinter. The best one. Especially when he does that like Tai Chi song in that live show that they did back in the early 90s.
You've been stoned.
Oh man, those were the days, weren't
Yeah.
they? What was it? Was it Domino's that they had the
Pizza
license?
Hut.
Was it Pizza Hut they had
Pizza
the
Hut.
license with? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And they that's where you could get the video, right?
Yeah, I had the tape. I didn't have the VHS.
It's still on YouTube, and it's
Still watching it.
ridiculous. It's
They were just
ridiculous.
making money. They just wanted to make money with turtles. And they were like, oh, we got this concept. Kids will love it. Yeah.
That Shredder in Hell looks pretty cool. I don't know what that's a reference to. That Shredder in Hell looks pretty cool. Is that a comic book coming up? Probably. Sounds like it might be a comic book coming up. Brooks, you still read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, right?
Yeah, so actually, like, something really sad happened in the last issue.
What happened?
Slash died.
Who's
No,
Slash?
Slash is the evil, like crazy.
Well, he's
Oh.
not evil.
Oh,
This-
but
he was
the
yeah,
being, he was
the
being
one that had, like,
manipulated
yeah.
by Bishop, like the evil agent guy.
like from
Bishop was
Aliens?
No, different. It wasn't Lance Henriksen. It was a different Bishop. But yeah, he was actually a character introduced in the 2000s cartoon, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was being controlled by him, and they finally got him free. But they planted a bomb in him, so they ended up having to he had to sacrifice himself, and like they had to drop him off somewhere far away from everybody.
Damn.
It could blow up. Yeah, it was really sad. Everybody's like Michelangelo especially is all broken.
Oh, I bet, dude.
That's
Ugh.
messed up, man.
Spoilers, by the way, in case you've been wanting to read that book and you're behind. Yeah, that's really tough. That book has gone on for a long time.
Yeah,
It's like 80 issues or
yeah.
something now.
It's been pretty consistent. There hasn't been any point where I'm like, Ninja Turtles again.
Yeah.
Like Batman was like a year back.
You think it's pulling itself together though? Because I do. Batman is
Yeah,
really
Batman's
good.
it's been getting better.
It's been getting really good. That last issue, did you read that?
After the
Is he still married
Catwoman
to
wedding
Catwoman?
thing?
No, they
it's
didn't get
been-
married.
It's been
Okay.
going up from there.
Bane's been manipulating everything. Basically, what's been happening. David Hatch is here, everybody.
Hey, Hatch.
What's up, David
What's up,
Hatch?
man?
He says, "Hey, PCP crew, thank you for joining us here on Festivus." David, do you have a grievance to air? One time, David got on to me because I use I don't manual focus on the camera, and I probably should. And it's just because I'm in a hurry and I'm gonna never think about it.
Yeah.
That David should actually. David was right. I need to learn the manual focus on that thing. So anyway, Romance says, "Rest in peace, Slash. That was heavy. That sounds heavy.
Yeah.
That you hurt me
That's
because
terrible.
Slash was one of the best action figures from that original.
He
Playboy
was!
line, wasn't he?
He had like
was.
the jagged
He had the
sky.
spikes in his elbow pads.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
awesome.
Oh man, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Playmates Turtles toys, this is still one of my favorite Turtles toys ever.
Super
Super Shredder.
Shredder.
Oh, when I was a kid, I wanted this
Yeah,
toy. I
me
never
too.
had it. I didn't have it until like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, I went to every Walmart to
Oh.
find that bad boy.
This thing was, and I had
There's
the
only
token.
one.
I had the token Razor back then.
Yeah,
I really want them again, though. Secret of the Ooze is not a good movie,
not at all.
but I love
But
that
Super
movie, man.
Shredder, man.
Ninja,
Rap, ninja, rap, go ninja, go ninja, go.
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
We knew we'd get a song and dance routine if we had all three of us on a live stream together.
That is.
I just love that figure. It's so cool.
Look, hey, the mace he comes with. That thing's awesome.
Just the mask alone.
You don't have that in the movie.
You know, Playmates did some really amazing
They
stuff
did.
back in the day,
They really
including a line of Dick Tracy action figures. So my buddy Mike the Voice Matthews, if you are a member of the PCP Army, you've already seen a lot of this stuff. So let's talk about this right now. Playmates Toys was awesome. And for Christmas, Mike hooked me up with a little bit of some of the Dick Tracy toys from back in the day. I love this toy line. I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie. So we got this one. This is a Lips, right? Remember him? Lips. I love these toys. Playmates made toys that were like cartoony, but they were really solid.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the articulation's fine, you know, for what they meant. They did the Star Trek action figures. Remember that? So do you remember these figures?
I do not remember these.
This one is Brow. Obviously, he's got the big brow.
The brow.
Yeah, that's the Brow. I love these figures. They're like just so fun. That movie and this action figure line got me into Dick Tracy. We got the Tramp. Yeah, look at the detail. They always put the detail. Like, look at the rips, the patches.
Pretty cool.
All right, now this is what was his name? The Big Man.
That's
it's Al Pacino. That's Al Pacino's character.
His
it's
name.
the Big Man in it, or something like that. Mr. Big, something like that. What's his name? Does anybody know? Huh. This message is held for review because he said that Dick Tracy movie. So that's hilarious. Message approved. Bake the Snake. The Dick Tracy movie was awesome. The whole production and look of it was awesome. A lot of big stars too. Yeah. A lot of big stars. So there's that. What was the name of him? Anybody remember? There's the Dick Tracy figure, and I love this figure, but the one thing here's a grievance. You can't give us a jacket. You can't give us like a piece of cloth to put on it. You can't give us like a little plastic jacket. Like they even gave Gambit a little plastic jacket. It's a great figure, but no jacket. And they never did a version with the jacket.
He wears a jacket in the movie.
So I get these things the other day, right? And they approved Dick Van Dyke, though. Apparently, YouTube knows that Dick Van Dyke is a thing. But I think the thing is that he didn't capitalize Dick and Dick Tracy. So that Dick Tracy movie, they may think that was that. I have no idea. That's hilarious. I like that. I love that he tried out Dick Van Dyke, though, to see if it would work. That's funny. Yeah, Playmate made great toys. Didn't they do those Earthworm Jim toys?
They did Earthworm Jim.
Didn't they do
I
the
had
Simpsons lines? The
Yeah, they
Simpsons
did.
ones?
They did the Simpsons.
Did they do these ones? The ones that you would
They did,
set in the ones that you would set in the things? Yeah, that's Playmates.
Yeah, that's Playmates.
There's my Bartman. That's the one we were talking about, Brett.
Man.
Brett was talking about a Bartman. I love that figure. Bartman's the coolest. Big Boy, I think was his name.
Yeah.
He's like Big Boy, Mr. Big Man,
Big
something
Boy.
like that.
Yeah. It was Big Boy.
It was Al Pacino.
Yeah.
So as I get these, I'm like, cool, man. Now I'm going to eventually work my way. And I do have accessories. They're all right there in the bag, conveniently. So just pass them down. You know, take a look. You like that? Yeah. But they also had it. So like there's a Dick Tracy police car, and then there's like the Getaway gangster car, and they're cool little play sets. And so they had this figure of the Blank, and it was a spoiler figure. Right? Because the Blank in the movie was breathless.
Right.
It was Madonna.
Right.
So the Blank figure, you could pull off the mask and it was Madonna. That one figure, I looked it up and I was like, someone's asking $1,100 for it. This person's crazy. Now I looked it up. Legitimately, that figure carded sells for over $1,000. Loose, it sells for about $400. And I saw sold just the Blank's mask alone, $200 and something.
That is insane.
So I will never be able to complete this. Add in the idea that the Blank / Breathless figure is probably one of the more underproduced ones.
Yeah.
The female figures were always the least
right. Then add into the idea of Madonna fans worldwide, including me. You know, so
that's what happened to all the Madonna fans.
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Yeah, you know it. But very, very stoked to have some of those Dick Tracy figures. Man, I love it. You remember that movie? Did you like that movie?
Yeah, I remember liking it as a kid. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
So if anybody's watched this channel and kept up with us, if you watched our favorite holiday films video that we did, we talked about our favorite holiday films. Brooks told us that he never saw the first Gremlins. Yeah. So he has since watched it. So what do you think about it?
I liked it. It's a really fun movie. Yeah. It's got some tone whiplash in it.
Yeah.
Some parts. Yeah. But I liked it.
Yeah.
It was definitely a early Spielberg movie.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's directed by Joe Dante, but it's definitely produced by Spielberg.
Yeah.
And you know, originally they intended it, like we were talking about, to be a horror film, but they familied it up a little bit. But
Yeah.
did they really a lot? Because it
There's
gets
a lot. It gets brutal.
Gremlins scared me when I was a
Yeah,
kid. And I
me
had
too.
nightmares about Gremlins, man.
Yeah.
And Gremlins and raptors, like reptiles with their eyes and their
Just
claws.
sharp claws coming at you, and they're tiny little gremlin things.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
And they're so mischievous at first. You're like, oh, how cute these Gremlins. Like, how fun is that scene where they take over
I'd have
that
killed
bar?
him the second pop.
And
Bubble
then they
pops
got
out
the
of
lady,
Gizmo.
the lady still serving them drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
I've never watched Gremlins 2. I
Yes,
finally figured it out.
You've never seen Gremlins
Never
2?
seen Gremlins 2.
I saw Gremlins 2, but it was like way back.
Yeah,
can't
I don't think
remember.
I thought
can't
I
remember
did.
anything that happened in it really.
Yeah, but I've only seen clips of it. Because, I mean, the Gremlins would look too ridiculous. They had, like, big, a distinct gremlin for each one.
Yeah.
Well, they all
got powers because there's that lab. First of all, the crazy thing about Gremlins 2 is there's this office building that has a television studio. It's got like office space. It's got this like genetic laboratory up at the top floor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got all this stuff in this one building. But to me, it's fun. There's a food court. That's where Billy works now. Gizmo winds up there, and they get out the Gremlins, and they get into the laboratory, and they all drink these different formulas, and they all get the different powers.
Oh, okay.
And so the one drinks the smart formula, and he becomes the brain. You know, and they do the big thing at the end when they sing New York, New York in the lobby. I really love Gremlins 2. Do you remember that scene in Gremlins 2 when like the movie looks like the film is messing up? And then it shows Hulk Hogan's in the theater and like, would you go talk to the Gremlins? And like, hey, Gremlins, and it's Hulk Hogan. He's like, you put this film back on. People pay good money to see this film. I love that stuff. How far he fell. Anyway.
Yeah.
You're a big wrestling guy.
Yeah.
And we don't cover a lot of wrestling here. And what's up, Sebastian? Sebastian is here. He's a little late, but we forgive you.
I heard that Drew McIntyre is coming back.
Drew McIntyre is back.
The Sinister Scotsman, man.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
I'm going to ask you a question. 2 questions. Number 1, what was the best match of the year? Who was the best performer of the year?
Best match of the year. That goes to
A little bit.
Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. The women's division.
Is that Ric Flair's
daughter? Becky Lynch is like, she for a while there was proclaimed like she would be the next Stone Cold. That's how badass she is, really. I mean, she could actually cross over and do really, film whatever she wants to do. She's awesome. She's the last kicker. And they had a match. Oh God, I forgot which pay-per-view. Oh, this was Survivor Series. No, not Survivor Series. That was if anybody remembers, that's okay. But their match this year was just a no disqualification beatdown.
Okay.
It was. I'll not explain it. But Charlotte Flair at the very beginning of the year won the WWE championship and took it from Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch Charlotte Flair got booed when she won this title. So when she won the title, everyone booed, and Becky Lynch was supposed to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So people were supposed to boo her, but they didn't. They booed Charlotte Flair when she won the title.
Maybe they wooed, not booed.
They should have woo!
What Brett did right there.
Becky turned out to be an awesome character. Like, the women's wrestling division has really grown this year, but Raw's been terrible and SmackDown's been terrible. So I haven't watched that much wrestling recently because their storylines are terrible.
Okay.
And so I only watch pay-per-views.
When were they really good? No, I'm just kidding.
They were really good now. They'll be there forever.
Okay.
Wrestling is forever.
It's still real, dude. Who was the best performer of the year?
Performer of the year. I'm gonna say Roman Reigns.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
Sad to hear about his battle. I hope have we heard anything?
He's a superstar, man. No, we haven't heard anything yet. I'm guessing now he's in chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Trying to fight whatever this is. So there's probably like a lot of throwing up and hair loss and a lot of things. God bless him.
We know people that have gone through things like that. So more power, man.
And I hated him for so long. And I kept thinking how good a consistent wrestler he was. And I know what they were trying to do with him because he was in the Shield, like one of the greatest stables of wrestling I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And
People
break
really
them up.
turned on him. Like when I flirted with getting back into it a few years ago, it was right when the Shield was like I got into it, the Shield was still there, and then they did the whole
they broke it up,
and it was just so
it was terrible.
Like that match that the Shield had with Evolution, that match.
Yeah,
like
Seth Rollins
jumping
off that thing.
My favorite.
It was insane.
During that time, my favorite current wrestler was Dean Ambrose for sure.
Dean Ambrose.
And I heard that he's kind of gone in some wonky directions.
He hurt himself. He tore his ACL. He did a lot of stuff to hurt himself, so he was gone for like a few months.
Yeah.
He came back huge. He's jacked. But the problem is they put on lackluster matches now. Like as big as he is, his moveset has gotten a lot clunkier. He's not as strong as I thought he'd be. So I mean, Dean Ambrose is still good. Seth Rollins is excellent. He might be going up to be the top babyface. But Roman Reigns takes it because he was a consistently good person and a good wrestler, and people gave him too much crap because the Shield was awesome. When they broke it up, they gave all of the gimmick to him.
Yeah.
And it was a little abrupt. They let him keep the uniforms. They let him take all his stuff. They gave him the music. And so when they broke up the Shield, they gave it all to Roman Reigns to push him. Just because he's a big guy. It didn't make me.
It's sad to say that, Brian, but I think it's kind of it's a little true because I think what's cool is because he said that cancer was how Roman Reigns got over. Right. And the thing is that what it shows to me is that as crazy, obsessive as the fandom of wrestling can be,
it is.
Professional sports, entertainment wrestling, that most people who had such vile hatred for Roman Reigns, right, even though they were trying to push him over and over, right, the way that it was easy for you guys to come out of that and like come together in respect for his struggle and what he's going to have.
But if John Cena gets cancer, fuck John Cena.
Don't say that's terrible. That's terrible. Sorry. We do not support that here at PCP. Jelani will be stating an apology later. David said
he's good in Bumblebee.
David Hatch says that he votes for a PCP wrestling match live on YouTube, and we should actually do that because, like I said, Festivus can't end till you show your feats of strength, pin the head of the household, which is Creamsicle. So we're gonna let Creamsicle in here, and we're gonna see.
Let's not say we do.
Creamsicle will pin us in a heartbeat. But Wannabeast wants to know, is Dan Abnett taking over Justice League Odyssey for good based on solicitations? I didn't notice that he was going to be doing an issue. If I had to guess, it's probably just a fill-in. Pretty sure that Williamson has been working in alignment with Snyder and Tynion on Justice League Dark, and Odyssey. I haven't really liked Odyssey, so it wouldn't really bother me. Maybe they do want to bring in a new direction. I haven't heard anything about that, but I didn't even know he was doing one at all. So there you go. Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah. I like John Cena. Personally, I think he's a great wrestler. At all times in wrestling, you need that Captain America character for 12-year-olds. I'm telling you, man, you need your Hulk Hogan, right? You need your
I don't need Hulk Hogan.
What's funny is in the Attitude Era, our Captain America was Steve Austin.
As it should have been.
The guy who was chugging beer. And
flipping
off on the stage.
Yeah.
Flipping off the boss.
Yeah,
taking on corporations.
Fight the authority.
Austin 316 says, I'm going to kick your ass.
The Rock.
That's way to go, Cap.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
It works, though. He was awesome.
S Squared is here, a fan of ours from France.
Hello, S Squared. Nice to meet you.
S Squared. I think it's Sayokio Sabeti, something like that. It's a Japanese name. I've never known how to really pronounce it correctly, so I always call him S Squared because I think it's really cool when you put a squared on something. So when I was a kid, he says yes. Okay, yes about what? I don't know. Yes, I'm from France, or yes, that's not how you pronounce that. But he's a member of the PCP Army. I'm sure you've seen him on there. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being on that. There, we really, I love the PCP Army.
Yeah,
I have a lot of fun. Jelani posts a lot in there too, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
I know you got a lot of groups, a lot of social media things that you kind of juggle around, so that's really cool. Nelson says he just dropped Odyssey. I do not have any problem with that. I think it's not been a good book. What I do like about Justice League Odyssey is that their abbreviation is JLo. So I think that's really funny for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, Nelson also says, we doing a review of the comics this week? It's only the comic list is Uncanny X-Men, X-Force, and Fantastic Four. That's all. There's also Mars Attacks, Man Eaters, GoBots, and Superior Spider-Man. Yeah, Superior Spider-Man #1 as well. So I think I read like 10 comics because well actually I don't know, it's less than 10. It's like 9 because I even read the Marvel Action Avengers book just so I could have something extra to talk about. There is going to be a weekly comic book review this week. I do not miss weeks. So we're doing one. It will be very short because I'm only going to be reviewing like 9 or 10 comics. But it will be up Tuesday night. Yeah, FF has an $8 price tag, but it's worth it.
What?
It's big.
What?
It's huge.
Man, why are we dropping these $8
It's
comics
issue
on me,
650.
man?
It's the wedding of Ben and Alicia. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
I don't care. I'm sorry. It comes to Fantastic Four. You publish it. I'll pay $8 a month just to have a Fantastic
You
Four.
don't have a holofoil cover?
No, but it's got this really nice cover.
It's got
a
a
nice
nice
cover. I'm telling you guys.
That's nuts. Comics are too expensive. I have to choose between action figures and comics.
Yeah, and you chose action figures.
Yeah.
Dave says the Walmart 100-page giant #6 is supposed to be out this week. David, I was at the Drake Walmart yesterday morning before work around 8 a.m. and they had them, but I did not pick them up yet. I have actually fallen behind on reading them, and it's kind of become really stressful to actually collect them. I'm still missing like Justice League #3 or something like that, but I do want them because they're doing original content. Bendis is doing a Batman story with Nick Darrington, and Tom King's doing a Superman story with Andy Kubert. So that's pretty interesting. I could review those, but I'm not. But yeah, I'm going to take advantage of having a lighter week because I really don't want to spend Christmas doing nothing but reading comics and making that video. But it's going to be nice. It'll be the shortest video for review, but it will be worth it. I think it will always be worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, but an $8 price tag on Fantastic Four. I get it. I know. But trust me, this one. So it's like, when they do the $7.99 issues, they're super thick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it will have like 40 pages of a main story and then a bunch of like little filler short stories. This is not like that. It is 100% a great story. It's got artwork by Adam Hughes, Aaron Kuder, and a couple others. It's really, really touching, and you will love it. And seriously, all you have to buy this week is that and X-Force.
Really? Oh, light week, huh?
Yeah.
Like Uncanny X-Men?
Yeah, Uncanny X-Men this week. It's an all right issue. You remember the end of the last issue? The young ones go into the Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, it was pretty funny. What do you think about Uncanny X-Men? What's going on?
I've been liking it pretty good so far.
Yeah, what you like about it? You like it?
What's the team?
I like how they're utilizing all the X-Men in their own ways. Like especially with the kid team, like Armor and them all feeling like they're being sidelined, which is like pretty much always what all the younger X-Men teams have always been like. It's like, they're always trying to keep us out of danger. Like, yeah, because you'll get killed.
You'll die.
You remember that time Hellion got his hands blown off?
Yeah.
Jeez.
David says, spending Christmas reading comics sounds like a really awesome Christmas to me. No, I fully intend to read Christmas comics. I enjoy reading comic books every week to do the weekly comic book review, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a difference between having a stack of 30-something comic books in front of you that you got to read, record a video, edit the video, render the video, upload the video, and get it out as soon as you can because you just want to get it out. And it takes up the whole day. And a difference between that and being like, you know what, I'm going to read Gideon Falls today, and then sitting down and leisurely reading it, not for a video or anything like that, or
just to
read it.
Yeah.
So, but I love reading comics. I'm never going to stop. So, yeah. But it's going to be nice to take a little bit. But I don't have any. I just realized I don't have any obligation on Christmas Day, except for to me and my lady. I'm really going to take advantage of that. Yeah. Yeah, you got plans for Christmas Day, Christmas Eve? We're doing Christmas Eve.
Not really, man. I'm off for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Good.
So I haven't been that way in years.
I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to work Christmas Eve. But I'm going to leave early so I can go to be with Alicia, my girlfriend. I'm going to spend some time with her family, and Lineback's going to be there, so I get to see James.
Man.
I will.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't believe me, I'll play back the video. And then my family does their stuff on Christmas Eve too, so I'm going to miss that. And usually me and my siblings get together on Christmas. I unfortunately don't think it's going to happen this year. But maybe I'll go make sure I go see my sister Cindy for sure. Yeah, because I always like seeing her. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll. But on Christmas, me and my lady, we have a Christmas dinner together because
Good.
we have restrictive diets. And because of that, there's not a lot when we go to our family's places, especially at maybe like her family's place. There's not a lot of options for people with our restrictions.
Right.
And so we kind of like do our own dinner where we can like have
Your
like
food.
our foods,
Right.
you know, and what we enjoy. So without, feeling like we have to go to someone else's and be like, oh, how dare you not have stuff for me?
Right.
Because that's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about being with your friends and family.
That's right.
And I appreciate you guys being here for
Yeah,
Festivus
man.
and
Thanks for
Christmas.
inviting
Oh,
me.
absolutely. I'm glad. Man, this was just randomly. Like, if you watch the Aquaman movie review, this is just, we came up with
This
it
is why we
on the
came
spot
here.
there. Brooks, you got Christmas plans? You're going to spend time with your family or something? Yeah.
Usual family stuff.
Nothing too big.
Saul Boricua says, sorry, I'm driving. I don't know what he was saying, but he also said earlier, he did say, what's up, Jelani?
What's up?
Jelani's man. What did he say? How did he say? Let's see. He said, dun, 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 dun.
That was a while back.
Yeah, it
Gosh, we
was,
stopped
apparently.
reading.
Or maybe I'm gone too far. That's the problem.
Gone too far.
But in particular, he hollered at you. He was like, what's up, Jelani?
What's up? Sorry. We've been into it, man.
Yeah,
This
we
is
have.
fun.
This is fun. This is why we do these. I do this
Yeah.
I have so much fun doing these. And there's
It's-
not as many
yeah.
people here tonight as there usually are. I mean, I
Well, it's
assumed
the holidays.
with the holidays, yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people like traveling, a lot of
doing stuff,
time.
man.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm glad the guys that are here. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for being here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're pretty much here I'm here every Sunday night, pretty much. He says, Merry Christmas, guys. Jelani, my dude. That's what I found it finally. I found it finally. You know what's crazy is I've already read the comic books that are coming out this week. I've already read them. So like I could do the weekly comic book review right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. Do it proper. I even know what the pick of the week is. I think if you pay attention to tonight's conversation, you can figure out what it is.
Gosh.
Seahawks are up on the Chiefs 17-10, apparently. It is a very full story for Fantastic Four number 5. Brett says, I am the Fantastic Four spokesperson. Have been since I was 5 years old. David says he's got an idea for your trident. Pop the top off and fill it with pixie stick dust and make it the world's most badass pixie stick.
It's a lot of pixie sticks.
It's a lot of sugar.
Well,
All right, who's got the pixie sticks? Let's do it. So the other day, I was playing with this thing. I was trying to twirl it after Alicia left.
Really?
Or after
Oh,
you guys left
gosh.
on Friday, and I hit the
Did you
ceiling
get
with it, then I hit the floor, and it busted and broke. So this part is supposed to firmly be in here, and then it twists on. So I'm going to have to glue it together because,
oh man,
as everybody anticipated,
you broke it.
I broke it. You don't give me a trident and don't think I'm going to go into my apartment and like twirl it around. I mean, you guys saw me with it. So if I'm being really like, or that's the Festivus pole. Don't touch it. That trident. Like in the Aquaman video,
But I didn't break it.
great point. Yeah, it wasn't you. Do you remember the time I broke my Power Ranger sword over you? I
No,
was hitting you with that Power Ranger sword.
I can't remember that.
Yeah, I'm glad you can.
Yeah, probably got.
I'm surprised I can remember it. That's a great idea, David. I love pixie sticks. Did you ever try to snort a pixie stick to be cool? I did in high school.
No,
It was the worst decision
not
of my
really.
life. I made a lot of bad ones.
Granules in my nose. Pass.
Yeah, it is a very light week, S squared, especially for me. But
I'm glad. I've been getting huge stacks of comics the past couple of weeks.
yeah, and all the stuff that DC would put out this week is actually going to come out the following week. So we're going to get 2 weeks of DC books the first Wednesday of the month. So
That's not going to affect me too much, probably.
Soul says, glad I could stay a little bit and catch you guys live. Going to work. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to you. Sorry you got to work, but I hate that. And
Yeah.
tomorrow when I'm
You
at work,
have to work.
Yeah, I have to work every day, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
well, you just got to go like, I don't know, man. I think Brooks has got it worse. I'm not trying to put Brooks on the spot and let you guys know what he does. Basically, he wakes up, gets to go outside, not too far from your house, and shovel horse shit.
Yeah, that's part of it.
He's always like, why is that the part you always focus on? I do so much more. I feed them. I comb them.
I don't comb them.
Is it what My Little Ponies? They always came with a comb.
Yeah.
I thought you
They
combed
were
horses.
bones.
Do you not comb horses?
If you ride them, you do.
Wow.
Other people comb the horses.
Yeah, they like.
You just feed them.
Yeah, I just feed
Rile them around.
I don't like touching them.
Get over here. You don't like touching. Some man works
how
with
many do you
horses and
rank
like
them?
I hate touching horses.
I have to know.
You're not in the right career.
Yeah.
I hate it when like like sometimes I'll be like putting the food in their thing, and then like they'll like put their mouth over there and like get drool on my hands and stuff. It's like gross, man. And you ever see, like, really, if you spend enough time on horses, like, you know, when you just seeing a horse regularly, you're like, oh man, that's a nice looking animal. But then you see him do like all this stuff like curling their lip back with their teeth and everything. Like, oh, gross. It's a monster.
Soul also says, Jelani, my dude, take care. You need to show that Aquaman action figure you got the other day. Peace, guys.
I will.
I think you know this guy.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's Luis. What's up, man? I will.
Don't.
I was going to, and I left it.
Yeah, Jelani, when he first got here, he was like, man, I left all my Aquaman.
I left all my.
I was like, oh, are we going to do Aquaman show and tell? They're all up there.
We're going to do Aquaman.
We should.
Gosh. I hate that. I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, dude.
Polly Pocket says, Christmas, that's not Festivus. What about Festivus? What about the rest of us? War on Festivus. Like we mentioned earlier.
We aired our grievances.
And like we mentioned earlier, Festivus is almost war-proof.
Right. No one's died.
Play Hungry Hippos for the Feats of Strength. Oh my goodness. I wish I had Hungry Hippos. I would totally do that. For Feats of Strength, we're going to do rock, paper, scissors.
It works.
Let's do it right now.
It's ancient.
Feats of Strength. We'll do it all together and see. It's just,
what?
Because maybe you guys will both do paper and I do rock, and then you both eliminate me, and then you guys go at it, right? Or something like that. Let's just see what happens. Ready?
Oh,
Jelani's eliminated.
You're out.
Wait. Got him! Yeah! Brooks wins the
Brooks
Feats
wins!
of Strength.
That was easy.
I'm the strongest. The strongest there is.
Brett Hess says, the Bears, they clinched their division.
Really?
Yes,
A horse
I
bit my
believe.
sister's booty.
Go Bears.
Wow, I feel it. I feel for it, man.
The one comment that Brooks like really like just
Does
like
not.
notices, a horse bit my sister's boot. And Brooks is like, you know what?
That's because horses are bastards.
17-17 now, Seattle Chiefs. Wow.
Hmm.
David says the strength is in his hair, like Samson. Yeah. Who's going to be the Delilah, though, that's going to, like, cut that?
Yeah, cut that hair.
I was at
Yeah.
Justin's last night, and he was like, Robbie, come into my, he didn't say Brooks, come here, because you weren't here. That would have been weird. He's like, come here. He had this, like, old, like, high camcorder or something, right? And he started playing me. They were podcasts that we did, and you were in one of them, that we did when I lived with George that second time.
Wow.
And we did the podcast in the bedroom,
Yeah.
right? And your hair is, like, here. And I'm like, Brooks' hair is so short. And then, like, what? It's crazy. You remember
I remember when you had that hair when you were
like right after
younger.
I did the Locks for Love thing for the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Brooks's hair, because it's always like this, as soon as he cut it, it just went.
Yeah.
It just like had so much
Sure,
body and
yeah.
it just like came out. You look like the drummer for Bush back in the mid-90s. It looked
Yeah.
really good, though. It did actually look really good. Brooks the Magnificent. Unlimited power for Brooks. Brooks rules. Man,
They love you, Brooks.
they love you, Brooks.
They love you, man.
Why wouldn't
In fact,
they?
you take care of horses.
Me and Jelani put in all this work.
Who
Yeah,
would
man.
love this face, right?
Make a top 5 or 10 Seinfeld episodes video. Wow, that would be a good one.
Ooh,
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen
Yeah.
that though.
I don't watch
My
that for a long
favorite
time.
episode of Seinfeld ever, just picking one off the dome, is the episode where they go to the wedding in India and it's told backwards. The whole thing is told in reverse. I love that. And it's the one where is FDR, is that what they called him? The guy that wished his birthday wish that he wished that Kramer would die, so Kramer had to keep going to get other wishes to unwish his wish, and then but it's all told in reverse, and then the whole wedding, and they go to India, and like George won't use the bathroom.
Right.
And like when you slept with the groom, and like I just love that whole episode so much. That is a lot of gum. That is. Do you remember the gum episode?
Yes.
Like with the dude, like
Yes.
The special gum.
Yeah.
Special gum.
you
Yeah.
can't say no,
James
Gary.
pretending he has glasses. Even though
Yes.
Yes.
I also love the low talker episode with the pirate shirt, the poofy shirt.
I don't want to be a pirate.
What's your favorite episode off the dome?
I can't.
What about you? You got one?
It's
Who's
been
got
long.
one?
Gosh. Oh, when George's wife died from licking the
Oh
wedding
man,
Like she died and like no one cared. They were just like, eh.
And then he gets stuck in like this foundation where he basically has to like spend all this time around people that hate him.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that too. That's really fun. And he thinks he's free because he actually celebrates the fact. And when they were like putting him on trial about it, like at the end of the series, and they bring that up, and, like he was almost the doctor was there, and they're like, what was George's response when he told him his wife had died? And he goes, it was almost like joy and peace. I watch Seinfeld a lot, and I look at Seinfeld, and I'm like, this is kind of like my life. And if I'm Jerry, I've got Kramer and George, and that's how it's always worked out. And that's what does not
getting upset.
It does not surprise me. To be honest, it does not surprise me that that's one of your favorite episodes.
It's my favorite episode.
I love so much about that series. I love the episode. I mean, the Soup Nazi episode.
Yeah,
is a great one.
That just occurred to me, the Jimmy episode. The guy who always referred to himself in the first person.
Yes.
Yeah. With the special shoes and everything, the basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Jimmy's gonna get you, Kramer.
I also like the one with Keith Hernandez when they do the AFK. That's one magic loogie.
I'm not driving him to the airport.
There's the one where remember Kramer has to use Jerry's car and he's trying to transport his blood, so he like puts it into like fuel, like doesn't he like I don't know something like that. He's got to keep it warm.
Yeah.
So he puts it in the car, or like the radiator or something maybe. That's a fun one. I love the one where they get mistakenly picked up by the limo driver. Like nobody's here, so and he winds up like a white supremacist. Like
they thought that they were like doing a speech.
Yes. Oh man, that's a funny one. The Sponge episode with Elaine is really fun. I love the one.
Big salad.
Yes, the big salad. But you had to have the big salad. They got the big salad. Just ask for the big salad.
There's so many good Seinfeld episodes. Though.
There are. I love the Chinese restaurant's a great one.
Yeah.
Where the whole episode is about them trying to get a table
to a table at a Chinese restaurant.
And then George trying to use the payphone.
Yes, that was season 1.
That was early. That was like number 2. Yeah, that was like probably where they really hit their shot.
Yeah. That was awesome, man. That was a great show.
Oh man. I love the one where Kramer gets was it
Bizarro Jerry episode?
Oh, that's a good one. But the one where Kramer gets the talk show set.
Yes, Murph Griffin.
Yeah, the Murph Griffin talk show set, and he's like, "Let's."
It's like interviewing people in his house.
That's great. And the one where he flips the peephole in his house so we can see in, but then like they're knocking on the door. He's like, "Who is it?" Or the one. There's so many of them. This is the same one, I think, where he's dating that woman and he falls asleep because he's trying to do that like sleep schedule thing.
Yeah, and she like throws. She has him thrown in the river.
Yeah, she calls him. Doesn't he throw him in the East River, the Hudson River or something? That's so funny to me, man.
There's so many good episodes.
When he starts cooking himself in that hot tub.
Yeah.
I'm baking, Jerry. The Kenny Rogers chicken episode. Yes, absolutely.
I miss Kenny Rogers chicken. That was some greasy ass
chicken. Is the summer of George. Yes. The summer of George. Oh my goodness.
The big wallet.
Yes.
George,
oh my God. And he's sitting like this. Yeah. You have a wallet just like that.
Yes, I do. Yes.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. I love how when Jerry turns to Kramer. Yeah. Oh man. That's so funny. Yeah. Elliot and Merv Griffin set. That one mentioned by Brett. Absolutely. Some great ones. I could definitely do a top 5. I think. Did you say what your favorite one was? You got one?
The Jimmy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's probably one that I would like better, but it's like off the top of my head, that's the one
I like the one where they go to the nail salon and Elaine takes George's dad because he speaks Korean and she wants to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
And he meets like his old lover.
Yeah.
I think George's parents are too like George's parents and Jerry's parents are like
Yeah.
He was a strange man. And he had something about his feet, like he couldn't take off his shoes.
He wouldn't
or something.
take his shoes off because he had some kind of like foot fungus or something.
S Squared said, glad that Wasted Space made it to almost number 1 in the top 10. Absolutely. Number 3 is how far Wasted Space got. These guys haven't read Wasted Space and tell them they need to. I sold Jelani on it last night and I told you about Preacher meets Star Wars, basically. Really cool. Really cool stuff. Wannabe says he loves the Bizarro Jerry episode. You know, that's do you remember when they're making it gets so meta, they're making this TV series in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And that's Jeremy Piven that plays George. That's really funny. And do you like how the dude that plays Kramer stole their candy?
Yeah.
Whatever it was
raisins.
Raisins, yes, that's right. And you see later on he's eating the raisins. Oh my goodness. I love that stuff. Yeah, Wasted Space rules. Did anybody get the holiday special? If not, it is available for free on Comixology. So even if you don't like digital comics, download it for free and check it out. Notice that most of the episodes we are seeing are in later seasons. The thing about Seinfeld, as brilliant as they had some episodes in the early years, it really hit a stride. And when the last season of Seinfeld has some of the strongest Seinfeld episodes,
It does.
they really did quit that show on top. And they had so many offers to come back. And there are other great sitcoms of the 90s. Friends.
Yeah.
Like, you got to say Friends. Like, as obnoxious and dated as that show seems nowadays, I enjoy Friends, but that's not Seinfeld to me. Like, Seinfeld is levels above. And Seinfeld, is not a perfect show in hindsight, maybe, or whatever, but, like, it is so fun. It was so groundbreaking. That show was on network television. It was the biggest show of all time. And it didn't really have, like, a cheesy kind of moral every episode. And these were terrible.
They were terrible people.
Yeah. Kind of like
it's the anti-sitcom.
Kind of like how It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is.
Yeah.
It's like people who are just like so amoral and self-centered.
Yeah.
But they're all stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple more items for show and tell here, and then we'll get to, the ending of Deep Roots. Dark, man. And I love that we never told you it was going to be a happy ending. Give me that King Hiss right here. So Mike also got me this King Hiss figure. This is my favorite Masters of the Universe figure.
Already falling apart.
Do you remember the snake people? The snake people, the snake men? That's what they were, the snake men. So King Hiss was the leader of the snake men. And I love this figure because I loved any kind of gimmicky figure. So there's King Hiss, right? But he's actually just snakes. What? And this figure's in such good condition, it's still hard to pop this off. It's very crisp. You feel it? I said, do you feel it? I'm like, I'm holding it. And then he's just nothing but snakes.
I remember I had the one that had the snake neck that popped out.
Oh yeah, his head would pop out. Yeah. There was one that spit out water.
That's right.
Where did the bit go?
I don't know, man.
It's all the way under
try not to step on it. Did it go all the way out there?
We'll stand up to leave it.
It's right there.
Cool, as long as it's out of the way so Brooks doesn't step on it. I also did get this, my favorite superhero of all time. Bam! That's the first Mr. Fantastic figure we've ever gotten, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I love this figure. You remember this one? Like, you pull, it was like that Apocalypse figure.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could pull his head out and everything.
Pieces.
So I'm really happy I finally got one of those on card. So I'm very, very excited for that. And as promised on the Aquaman, will you hand me that black man? We're gonna open up this pop. The elongated man.
That, there's no twisty ties in them.
I would talk a lot of smack about the elongated man, and I would tell you how I thought he was an inferior character that never really quite captured the badassery of Reed Richards or even Plastic Man. However, David Hatch is here. How dare you? David Hatch is here, and that's one of his favorite characters, and I get it. And he's actually well utilized in the 52 story. So there's the Black Manta pop that I got by watching Aquaman and graciously providing Brooks his ticket. Actually, that was Alicia. That wasn't me. Alicia bought all three tickets.
I'm not surprised.
Alicia bought all 3 tickets so I could get this pop. So this is an exclusive unmasked Black Manta pop. Black Man in the movie. We talked about how we had some problems maybe with some of the dialogue or whatever, but dude, the guy that played him, what's his name?
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
Yes. I'm glad you remembered it.
Yep.
But I do think it's like Yahya or something.
It's Yahya, man.
We're gonna open this up. We're gonna take a look at it. I thought he's had an intensity that I cannot wait because now with as successful as this movie's gonna be.
Man, this movie was good.
They are going to do a sequel, and I'm very pumped because his intensity was fire in this movie, even though he had some bad dialogue.
I left my figures at the house.
Oh yeah, that's straight up Black Manta garb too. Look at that. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got the knife and the jetpack.
Yeah, I got to get the regular one now. Yeah. When Orm goes, "Call me Ocean Master," I thought that was really cheap.
Yeah.
But when he says, "Call me Black Man," I was like, "Fuck yeah, call him Black Man."
I gotta watch the movie. I'm gonna watch it one more time because I really enjoyed it. I like fun movies that take you. It was an escape.
Man,
a real escapist kind of thing with that film. So I liked it. Jurassic Park is the worst movie of the year for me, by the way.
I'm sure there's a worse film, but
Fallen Kingdom was hot garbage.
But the third act was so good.
Man.
When they start killing all the people, that movie got really fun.
When the dinosaurs start doing their thing. This is what we came to see.
Yeah.
I'll put it next to the masked Black Man right there.
That and Dino Riders.
Dino Riders. They need some Dino Riders.
Yeah.
That's what the next Jurassic Park's going to be.
Do you remember
Jurassic World 3? Dino Riders.
Yeah, like the spacemen crash land on the planet.
Yes, they look like ants or whatever. Yeah,
I remember Dino Saucers.
Yeah,
they gotta keep the same theme song. to harness the power. Dino Rider.
Wow, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Oh man,
I don't remember that theme
Did you
song.
I
own
don't know how I
Riders?
remember that, but I do.
I had
Did you own
I had an
Riders?
Ankylosaurus and I had like a pterodactyl and a triceratops, but I never had the badass ones were the T-Rex and the Brontosaurus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Plesiosaurus, whatever, the one that's underwater,
Yeah.
like that. Those were the big ones. Those sets are really expensive now.
Yeah, I think like the girl, the girl out of the space ones. Her name was Serena. I remember that.
Yeah.
She was the pterodactyl rider, I think.
Okay.
And I remember there was the raptor rider was like the teenager, the kid, and like the main guys had like the big dinosaurs like the stegosauruses and triceratops and stuff, and of course the bad guys had the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, didn't all the herbivores were
Herbivores
Yeah,
were
like the
guys.
brontosauros, they had the
Yeah.
brontosauruses and the triceratops and stegosaurus.
That doesn't sound like that. Like, so our enemies are aliens that are riding these ferocious carnivoric dinosaurs. So we're going to get all the herbivore dinosaurs to fight them.
them. It's the peaceful
But they
ones.
did, I guess. I mean, is there like cybernetic type technology in Dino Riders? Are they
Yeah,
controlling
they were like
the dinosaurs?
like
Because that is actually not cool, and that's animal cruelty if you really think about it, right? Right?
well,
Would you do that to a horse as much
they
as
were
you?
harnessing
They
the
harness
power
of the dinosaur.
because they're dino riders.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, the Power Rangers could harness the powers of dinosaurs and not completely like enslave a species of animal.
Really?
You go with the Power
Go
Rangers.
there.
A lot of people talking smack about Elongated Man. Don't talk smack about Elongated Man. That's David Hatch's favorite superhero. I think he's a little cheesy. Plastic Man is cheesy too, though. Reed Richards is cheesy too. Yeah, Elongated Man's David, I think, first experienced comics in a different era than we did. And Elongated Man was not someone that was really utilized effectively in our era, right? But like a decade or so before, we were really reading. Apparently he was, but I don't know.
It's still fine. I mean, I like Elongated Man.
David, if you're still with
and
us,
Sue Dibney. Why not?
yeah, and Identity Crisis, that's some harm.
Yeah, man. But I liked them before that.
David, what Elongated Man stuff should we read? If you're still here. Yeah, but Wanda Beast, I didn't like that new Plastic Man series either. I would like to see Mark Waid had this idea after Identity Crisis. He would bring back Elongated Man as a ghost, and he'd be like a ghost detective.
He could be the Spectre.
Yeah. Yeah, why not, right?
Everyone's been the Spectre.
Seattle's up 24-17.
Hmm.
Thank you for keeping us up to date on the
Yeah.
football game. We really do appreciate that. We're going to be wrapping up here in just a few minutes, guys. So any final questions, get them in right now. Any final things you want to ask us about? He was mostly in Justice League of America and as a backup in Detective or Flash Comics back then. So check out the old school stuff. I think we may appreciate the character more. It'd be nice for DC to put together an Elongated Man compilation. They'll only do that when they put them into a TV series. Did you see the Doom Patrol trailer?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, it looks really fun.
Really?
Yeah, and the Doom
I'll
Patrol
check it
first
out.
introduced in Titan show. And
Okay.
Timothy Dalton, friend of the show.
Okay,
It's gonna
Titans is
be
really
the
good.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Holy crap.
I know, man. I saw the same trailer and I had the same opinion. But it is so good.
Okay,
It's
I
so
guess
good,
I'll
man.
watch it. I mean, it's,
You can get a free week, right? To sign up for DC Universe. They give you a
Are-
7-day free trial.
No, it's not
all
like
of them are
binged.
all of them are out now.
Oh, okay.
So you can watch them all and
Okay.
just activate a free trial and try it
I'll
out.
watch it tonight.
It's really cool, man.
Okay.
Really, really good.
I'll check it out. I mean,
David said that Elongated Man had brains. He was a Batman level detective.
okay.
The Wannabe says
Oh
the
yeah,
problem
I
is-
know that.
the-
Thank you, David.
The Wannabe says the problem is that Detective
Yeah.
Chimp has that role now.
Oh, okay.
The only reason they made Elongated Man is because they forgot they already had Plastic Man.
Did Elongated Man come first?
I think Plastic Man was first. Plastic Man's like golden age, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like old school. I think Plastic Man was first. I think the Plastic Man was the first plastic, elastic
Elastic
type character. Nobody's talking about what's the name of the dude from the Atomics? Is it Mr. Gum? Remember
Yeah.
the Madman, the Atomics?
Yeah.
Mr. Gum?
Mr. Gum.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about him. He's a good one too. Because it's Mike Allred. Do you ever read any Madman or Mike Allred stuff
yeah.
like
I know
that?
about that.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
you
yeah.
got me some of that.
This is ages ago, though. Oh man.
That was
But
a long
Wannabe
time
says
ago.
it's actually true. They forgot they own Plastic Man. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm gonna check that out. Really, really cool. That's really cool. Any final questions or thoughts? Get them in right now. Jelani, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for
I hope you
having
had
me.
a great Festivus.
I did.
Jelani and I have been defeated in the Feats of Strength
Yeah.
by Brooks because of this Samson-like hair. strength of Brooks.
What can you do?
Plastic Man belonged to another comic company, and DC didn't use him until the 70s. Okay, but he was created way back in the day. DC got the rights to him because DC was gobbling things up. Charlton characters back in the day and a bunch of others. So that makes sense. I know I got a collection of the archives, some old school stuff. Apparently, one of the artists that used to do some of the Playboy comic strips or whatever did the Plastic Man series. And so I actually have it. It's right here. And this is some interesting type stuff. This is old school Plastic Man type stuff. And yeah, this was Police Comics. It says National Publications. Is this stuff from the... No, it's 10 Centers. So this is old stuff. Did they originally have Plastic Man? And then they lost it and then it came back? Jack Cole is this dude's name. He's the creator. But that's it right there.
Wow.
Some of the old schools type stuff. There's some of the issues. So that's some interesting stuff right there, right? That's decent art. That's volume 1 of the archives. Plastic Man, Jack Cole. I've never read it. I should actually read it. Yeah. S Square says, nice catching you. Happy holy days. And a lot of good comics. Is Miss Marvel part of the Stretchy Powers Pizza? Absolutely, Slime. Glad to see you here.
She is.
Kamala is totally that.
Is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She can also embiggen and enlarge him, but so can some of the others.
He's more like Apocalypse than Reed Richards kind of.
Yeah, Apocalypse, I guess, could be one of them. Apocalypse doesn't do the stretchy arms as much as he could. Yeah.
But it's
stupid to do stretchy arms. It's beneath Apocalypse. They didn't know that when they made that first action figure, though. Because
he's super stretchy.
Anyway, Bawanabe says, thanks for the time. Enjoy the holiday. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season and a great Happy New Year. We will be back Tuesday night for the weekly comic book review. Thursday, me and Brooks are going to be talking about What If #1. Comics Revisited continues on in 2019, but starting in 2019, it goes bi-weekly every 2 weeks. And Jelani's going to be doing some videos. We're going to be talking about Kingdom Come. We're going to be talking about Stormwatch. Me and Brooks are going to be talking about Young Justice. We're going to be talking about X-Men Age of Apocalypse. We are going to be focusing this year also on The Watchmen. We're going to do each issue of The Watchmen as its own episode of Comics Revisited, spread throughout the year, so we don't overload you too much.
Can I do that?
We already got the set.
Really?
Yeah, we already got,
Boom!
Yeah, we're having Brian and Alicia on that one.
No, I read.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. Well, you're doing all the Warren Ellis stuff.
All right.
You're my Warren Ellis guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Because me and Jelani this year are doing Stormwatch, Authority, Planetary, The Wild
Yes!
Yes.
All of it.
Global Frequency.
We're
So we're doing a lot of fun type stuff. Yeah, Kingdom Come is nice, and that was actually the audience pick for Comics Revisited. We had everybody vote, and they voted for Kingdom Come. There's a lot of good choices.
That's my favorite Superman.
Yeah, and so we're really excited to do that. Join us over at the PCP Army, and in the future, we'll do another audience pick for Comics Revisited. Really exciting stuff. David says, Merry Christmas, Festivus, Saturnalia, and all the other holidays. May Santa fill your stockings with many cool stuff. Thank you, David. May you have a blessed holiday season as well. And a great new year. We are very, very excited for 2019. We got more content coming up, real fun stuff, movie reviews, comic book reviews, and just life. And maybe these two can be convinced to do another one of these 3-way live streams. That sounds weird.
Fatal 3-way.
Yeah.
Triple threat.
So if you guys liked having Jelani and Brooks here on the live stream, let us know, because that will encourage us to get them back again soon. But join us again next week. Well, maybe is next week the 6th? No, not yet. Next week, another live stream.
Next week is before the New Year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We got New Year plans?
We got a New Year.
We got some New Year's plans.
New Year's, man.
Some New Year's plans.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out the live stream. We're dipping out right now. This is Jelani. What's your final thought?
Man, I didn't have that many grievances, but I'm glad that you guys enjoyed what we talked about. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hug your families. Love them to death, because, it's a good thing, man. Family's a good thing.
Brooks, thanks for being here. Any final thoughts?
Umbrellas.
Ella.
And David, to ask your question, umbrellas is not a reference to any kind of hip hop song or anything. It's a reference to these lights in front of us that look like umbrellas, because I didn't know what to say on that day. And the first time I did it, and we just ran.
I didn't even know that until later on, actually.
Yeah.
You guys have a catchphrase now.
We have a lot of catchphrases and all that stuff. Yeah. My final thoughts are, thank you guys so much for your support in 2018. You can support us even further by checking out our Amazon Marketplace, our Patreon page, patreon.com/PCP, joining us over at the PCP Army, or just liking and sharing and subscribing all that jazz. So watching the videos is support enough. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And on behalf of everyone here, happy holidays, happy Festivus. Air your grievances, get it all out, and then embrace positivity for 2019. We are PCP. Thanks for joining the Army, and we're dipping out. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. You dig?